Thank you for joining on time, Mr. Sarfraz and Naveen, and as well as Savarupa Rani. Am I audible there before I start?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Thank you, Naveen, for your activeness. Sarupa K. Sarfraz is okay for you?
Yes, you're audible.
Thank you. Fine. As you are attending the first time, like we are continuing for 2 days demo classes, and it's a first day for you, Naveen and Sarupan as well as Sarfraz. Just we add one more guy. Fine, let's start. So I would like to introduce myself. This is Mohammed Akbar here. I have a 15 years experience into IT industry. I work in TCS, Cognizant and other organization, and right now I'm not working with any organization. We have started our own kind of IT services. So we provide a cloud, agentic and data analytics services and security audit service to the companies. So right now we are into corporate training as well as a training for job seekers from the beginners. So right now I'm with you with my past experience of different service-based and product-based company, and as well as the challenges of real business use cases which we solve earlier and going on to many customers: healthcare, fintech, edtech and retail and other companies. So let's start something about it's my brief, and I want something about your introduction in a very brief manner. You're working or a student, and what you're passing out and what you're looking for in the specific to the course. Can I have a brief, please? Sarfraz, number one first. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm currently working as a cloud engineer with a company called Consultation, and I have around 10 years of IT experience.
Wonderful. That's great. Cloud engineer, right? You're looking for what, Sarfraz?
So the thing is, I'm planning to move towards solutions architect kind of roles. So that's the reason I am trying to see if you could help me reach that aspect.
No worries, please. It's my pleasure. Will definitely. Naveen, thank you.
Hi sir, I'm now 18 years experience in IT infrastructure services. So I'm currently working as a cloud security engineer, and from the course what I want is that end-to-end implementation of cloud services as well as DevOps science, so wherein which I can learn that and also implement security for it. So that is my takeaway.
Oh, wonderful. Like we are getting something infrastructure domain. That's one or two will have. And Naveen, like what exactly you looking? You are into cloud and security specific. You're looking for what specific?
Yes, yes. Just I need to know how the cloud technology works, and why DevOps is important, because right now there are a lot of misconfiguration on the cloud, and I need to know how it is configured, so that I need to have a knowledge whenever I am speaking with the vendors that what needs to be fixed on the cloud environment, so that we can be safe.
I understand. I understand now. So definitely, I'll explain you in a very brief today, like in a demo class. We'll explain you everything what exactly we are going to learn as a cloud engineer. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Rajendra Naidu here. Can I have a brief from your side, please?
Yes, sir. Good evening. So myself, Rajendra. So I have around, I have both the experience like non-IT and second IT. So comes non-IT, I have 4.8 into the IT. I have 4 years of experience total, for, almost 8.8 years experience. So right now I'm working as a means last my position was the SQL admin. So right now so like speaking like so I'm not doing anything work right now because I was impacted by the layoff and since last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So right now I'm exploring the cloud side. So how my career would be.
Wonderful. Welcome. Like you are into having basically you are a professional exposure. All people are having professional exposure. So no worries.
Yeah, so
The
but
only
I'm new to the cloud, so
yeah.
I want to.
Yes.
Yes, for the current market, I would like to go ahead with the cloud side.
Yeah, please. No worries. I'll assist you in a lot of ways because we design the course as a zero to hero. That means you're not going to lose your experience or past experience with a different domain. You cannot say that folding hand and saying that I'm fresher. Again, the salary matters, right? So definitely we'll go in this manner. I'll make an all road map, what documentation you required, how to prepare the experience level, what projection you have to show. Everything will be guided here. No worries. Swarupa Rani, please. Thank you, Rajendra.
Myself, Varparani, I'm pursuing BCom Computers from Adi Kavi Nannaya University.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to learn cybersecurity.
Okay, you are specific to cybersecurity. Okay.
Yes, sir. I want to build my career in this field, sir.
Wonderful, Saruparani. So, but this demo is basically specific to cloud, right? So, you will get a schedule that when the cybersecurity is going to be there. So, if you want to attain this demo with a cloud, you can attain to have a knowledge, right? What do you say?
Yes, sir.
Because a cybersecurity engineer also works on cloud. Right now, cybersecurity should be work on cloud security. Get the point? A lot of application running on cloud, so the cybersecurity should know about the cloud very well because the people are moving to cloud. Okay, thank you for all. Let's start something here with a question, right? I'll just ask some questions here. Let's see. I'm just putting into Google and I'm saying something about let's say a cloud engineer, AWS cloud engineer jobs in Hyderabad, right? So I want this. I'm just putting roughly a kind of job section and I'm just selecting job type. I want a full-time or remote job or something there. Okay, I want a full-time job and date posted. I want last 3 days back. That means fresh search. I need fresh data. So I got Hyderabad, Telangana here. Choose an area. AWS DevOps engineer job Hyderabad in Terraform, Kubernetes something, Capgemini, TCS style, right? So we got this 2 days ago. Oh, let's see what exactly it is having. Okay, next a team lead, a software development, a senior cloud developer, senior cloud native, a cloud consultant, a fresher cloud and DevOps engineer, Gravity Tech something there. So it's going to be a fresher level. So let's check. 1, and here we say we'll like open into like fresher and it's going to be multi-cloud. Right now is going on where multi-cloud technology. Right now more people are going for multi-cloud. So let's see here on the base of job description. When I see the word a kind of cloud engineer, Capgemini, Infosys and Wipro partners, right? So now what I want to say that I want to see the job description, JD. All these kind of roles, whether you go for data analytics, whether you go for cybersecurity, you go for DevOps and cloud or whatever you go, and you are about to do a job, or you want to go for this particular field or professional, it's very important prepare yourself apart, like as per JD. If the JD, like you prepare as per the JD, definitely your resume will speak about the same thing. And when your resume is out and recruiters catch up whether it is compliant, definitely you'll get a lot of calls and emails. They follow you because the market demand is as per your resume is basically matching or aligning with JD. So that's very important to prepare yourself as per the JD. So multi-cloud DevOps freshers and intern openings into something, right? They are asking about something here, and the salary also they said. Now I want to see here JD. So now I'm just going, no JD is given properly here. It's saying only the background and password something. So remember, always take care about this, whether it's a kind of like spam or is going to be a like directly from the Capgemini and Infosys. No. So it's very important because company will give complete JD very transparently. So no transparent here. So I'll go forward. Freshers again. Self checkout. What exactly they're asking about here. So most of the JDs are now become as multi-cloud, AWS, Azure, and GCP. So you see here the one point I want to see that I want to show you, because we recently changed our complete training pattern into multi-cloud. Earlier we used to say like we train people on AWS and DevOps, but now we are working on multi-cloud plus DevOps, because the market, how exactly it goes. Mostly companies after having some kind of Iran war and attack on data center of Bahrain, the attack and data center got some damage, Amazon, and all the companies alerted, and they got like their pattern of like getting a cloud engineer to be a multi-cloud, because DR solutions, they required disaster recovery solution engineer who can help us help them to make up something strategy on DR solutions. It should not be a downtime to their business application. Fine. You see here Kubernetes. They're asking about Kubernetes, and mostly Kubernetes, Jenkins, Terraform. They'll ask different tools which is basically on your DevOps part, and definitely they'll ask about what Linux, and they'll ask about Python programming. Commonly, what a lot of JDs are basically asking about Linux and Python shell, Python script, and multi-cloud and DevOps. But the job title would be, or it can be, a kind of cloud engineer. So we need to understand that particular JD, how exactly it's going to be designed. So let's break into small proportions here. I hope you're able to see my screen. Am I audible there?
Yes, you're right.
Fine. Now, I'm saying that if you want to become a cloud engineer, and the title is like cloud engineer, so remember the cloud engineer, when you say, so today they are asking about you should have a Linux, a strong knowledge in Linux and shell scripting. Mostly people ask you, and they are going to ask you about Python core programming. You're not a programmer, you're not a developer, but even though you should have a Python, because it can be very helpful for automation. A cloud and DevOps engineer should have hands-on knowledge about Python, and our program is included with shell scripting as well as Python, because our training always customize and align with current JD of market job description. So that means these are the strong foundation they required. They're not expecting that you should be a full stack developer or something. They are expecting that something you should have a pure automation or script. And now they're asking about what? AWS, at least Azure or GCP. You should know, as you are a cloud engineer, at least they're expecting 80% skills, good skills into this Azure and GCP. But here, the 5% skills they are expecting from you are Linux and Python programming. That means you're just like understanding the complete multi-line JD in a very short way, what you have to learn and what limit you have to learn. It is not important that you have to learn complete Python programming, Linux administration. It's not important here. But your resume should have, you should have a practical exposure. DevOps. So DevOps, again, they are asking about what? 15% to 20%. They're asking that a cloud engineer should have the knowledge about DevOps, because they are going to work on a cross platform and they are going to work on a DevOps team. So that means it's very important that you should know about DevOps technology or DevOps methodology on basically Terraform, Jenkins, Kubernetes, Docker. You should know GitHub, or it's common, right? They should know about these things. So these are the expectation of a cloud engineer right now in the market. It's not only cloud, multi-cloud. They're asking about multi-cloud personalities. So let's admit one more guy. It's coming now. Okay, now. So we got understanding that the JD is basically defined in this way, and you have to learn in this pattern. And to have an understanding, like if you are going for first time as a foundation, so what we have designed to align and to make you a kind of zero to hero, that means experienced person. So what I have experienced, and I have worked in different companies, and I got a different experience with a client as well as a kind of a self your kind of like services to the customers or working with a team. We got understanding that it's very important, and networking is very important for a solution architect. One. Second is going to be a kind of security system. That means you should know and you should understand security framework, security system as a cloud engineer. And as I said, Linux is going to be a hands-on foundation. If everything goes well and you are okay, so we are going to take assessment on this and assignments. Assignments are basically designed to understand the real-time work, how exactly you get in your daily day-to-day job responsibility. So assignment designed carefully to make up a confidence, to make up some kind of like the workflow, what exactly you're going to work in your companies. Next, we are going to work with what? AWS. It's not going to work with mix Azure, GCP and mix, but primary we know that AWS is going to be a kind of right now the number one provider, the best provider in the global market of a cloud. So we go with Amazon services. To become a cloud engineer as a cloud, AWS or Azure or GCP, you should know 12 to 15 services apart from like out of what? 200 plus services. Amazon, Microsoft and Google is offering a kind of 200 plus services to their clients. IoT, or you can say development, or you can say AI, machine learning, data science, right? Security. So they're offering a lot of services. So out of 200 plus services, you can have a 12 to 15 services to become a cloud engineer. So this domain, that means domain you're going to work. So what domain you're going to work? You're going to work as a what? First, security. First thing comes to what? Security. Second domain is going to what? Networking. A third domain you need to work on what? A kind of you can say storage. And 1, 2, 3, then servers, 4. And the fifth domain is going to what? Costing. You need to understand very well about costing. A cloud engineer cannot be a cloud engineer who do not know about costing, because it's a rental system. And finally is what? Automation. A cloud engineer should know this domain. Then he or she can be a good cloud engineer to companies, and they can help the company to make their application highly available, secure, and very low cost. So we are going to work on the principles of what? There are basically principles to do solution architecting to the clients. When you're architecting, when you're planning for designing or building the architect of data center infrastructure, so it's very important to understand the principles. What framework and what principle you're going to use. The number one is what? High availability, durability, scalability. Then you're talking about cost and low cost, and you can say performance and security. That means whenever you're working with any infrastructure design and plan, whether you're working with network, whether you're working with servers, you're working with storage, whether you're working with a kind of like security system, so you required to understand high availability, durability, scalability, cost, performance, and security. These are the 6 pillars you need to understand, and you have to work on the principle of these 6 pillars on any implementation. Fine. So we go with same domain and principles on every domain, every cloud. We are going to go for Azure, we are going to go for GCP. So that makes sense as per the market right now strategy. So as we know that cloud, AWS, Azure and GCP are basically different vendors who provide the same services, cloud. That means learning for Azure and GCP and AWS, there will not be any kind of extra burden. It's not going to be a complicated task, because once you understand one cloud, then you can easily understand and work in a very practical manner with Azure and GCP also. So first we do start with Amazon. Once we did very well projections, assignments, and a lot of real-time scenario end-to-end projects, then definitely we go for Azure and GCP. This way we go. And finally, after working with cloud, when you are good, strong into the cloud, so we go with what? DevOps. So it's a kind of automation, or it can be a kind of a framework for making a kind of all to be automated, the life cycle of development of software. So how do you make it this developments life cycle assessment, or you can say support to the team or software development environment to make it automation, so the duration of the project or delivery of the time can be reduced. That's the main purpose of DevOps engineer. So now we got this kind of flow, how we go, and every modules will have assessment, online assessment, assignments, multiple assignment, practicals we care more, and everything will be understanding. That means every structure, every scenarios will be understand by the use cases and drawings. And projects are very important to have confidence. So we go with the projects on healthcare or fintech, or you can go for retail, the 3 different domains. On this perspective, we are going to have this project understanding. Fine. Let me give information about what? Understanding about a cloud first. As we just discussed about something on what you have to learn, what do you want to become. So if you do a cloud and DevOps with the basic requirement, what exactly company is demanding to get a job, to get a calls, right? To get more calls, to get more offers, you need to have this knowledge. That's why we have designed in such a manner. Now, understand about what the basic idea as you are entering the cloud technology in a very first time. So to understand the basic knowledge, a data center. The cloud technology is basically cloud computing engineering is basically because of data center challenges earlier before 2006. Let's see example. 2006, Amazon, that is Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, he started a kind of AWS, a service, Amazon Web Services, in 2006 year as an official and public release at USA, that means USA North Virginia, okay, and multiple like domain like the providers come into market 2009, 2010, like you can say that your Azure, or you can say your kind of GCP, Oracle, and IBM. A lot of people started with what? Their own provider, like cloud services. So now, to understand well, you need to go before cloud. What were the challenges earlier? So earlier, take example, I work in a company for 15 years. Now I decided stop 9 to 5 job, and why not to start my own product or service online. So I decided to have my own application, like I want to say what, virtual doctor. I want to start an application called virtual doctor. I want to sell this virtual doctor application to healthcare domain. I want to say that this virtual doctor can be a kind of time saving, and it can diagnose, and it can do kind of like inputs from the patients, and can release like prescription on the guidance of what, a specialist doctor. So I want to automate with the help of this virtual doctor, or I want to do this. So this application I want to release in the market before 2006. So to develop application, no worries, we can hire the testing engineer, developers, and other people, and we can start. But to run this application, what you require is a challenge now. Example, to run application after developing my application, business application, can I run this on my desktop machines, a very strong machine? I have a 64 GB RAM, and I got 8 core CPUs or 16 core CPUs, and I want to run this application on this machine. Is it possible? Anyone here? Is it possible to run this application for my online users? I want to make this application to be globally like hosted. Is it possible to running on this desktop machine, personal computers? I'm asking a question to you.
If you are hosting application on percentage of them, you need to have certain requirements.
Yes. So that means in a outcome like, yes, I understand that. So that means, thank you. That personal computer is only for personal user, single user, and if I make a lot of users are connecting to this machine, definitely it get crash, and
Yes.
definitely it is not going to support, the hardware is not sufficient to make 24/7 run. The personal computer is for 6 hours, 8 hours continuous. After that it's going to crash because of heating and all, lot of problems. So we prefer what? Servers. Server is the strongest computer than your PC, which can run 24/7, and you can have a lot of users can be connected. It has a lot of powerful like CPUs, right? 2, 4, 8, 16 CPUs, or it can go more memory and more CPUs and more powerful machine. But it's going to be costly to have a setup after my application. Oh, like my IT consultants suggested me all kind of like servers, like they said at least 5 servers you require to run this, and you need required a firewall. They given a big list for me, firewalls, and you required in storage. You need software licenses. So I found this, and they said that's going to be what? Inverter. You require in power, or like secondary power, to make your application to be continuous. or without any kind of interruption of power primary source. And again they said what, air conditions, it's very important to cool up your data center. That means wherever you keep a place, your server, storage and network, this is basically, that place is called what, data center, the infrastructure of IT. So I got suggestion from an IT consultant that I need these, and they said, okay, you need to go for at least 70 lakh to 1 CR. I said, oh, what is this? That's going to be a huge investment for me to set up all those things, and it's not easy for me, and it's going to be very risky for me. I'm starting now. The application may be fail in a market, and definitely I may lose a lot of money, right? So I don't want to go with this. So same scenario, same circumstances before 2006. People were having the capital expenses and operation expenses. That means to talk with and to deal with multiple vendors, Oracle, SAP, or different vendors, firewalls, or you have a routers and network, or you have other antivirus vendors. So you need to communicate a lot of people's maintenance, and the capital expenses is very expensive, and operation expenses are going to be very expensive. So I found that people were seems to be like here what, no, I don't want to go for business. But earlier only Google, Microsoft, IBM, Oracle, Deloitte, big companies are coming with a very global market. But IT industry is not growing. We are just seeing for 5 years and something years, we are seeing just only big players not coming. Other peoples are not coming because of this reason. That means to set up an infrastructure or a data center, it was not easy earlier. So that's why to make this solution, Amazon started what? Jeff Bezos started a solution, and in the North Virginia, US North Virginia, a big data center. They invested billions of money here, and initially Netflix, NASA, or Apple, and a lot of people become what? A client of Amazon. So imagine you get surprised that big companies are making trust to them. Jeff Bezos, who are basically from the real industry, and Jeff Bezos got a big client. So these big clients make trust of cloud after the implementation, after they implement their application into the cloud, and they said, yes, we got a lot of revenue, and we are very happy that maintenance and all the parts is going to be reduced and ROI increase. Every employees only see about what? ROI. The technology is giving me better ROI or not, return of investment, the profit. That's true. And from there, blindly people go for what? This service, which is basically offered by Amazon, a big data center as a rental service online. That means through internet, data center as a rental service. So they announce that don't purchase the data center, don't build your data center, don't own the data center, just take the data center from us on a rental as a what model? Pay as you go model, very low cost. And they said there is no compulsion of subscription, is like here you have to connect to a lot of people to cancel it, nothing. You just use it, you pay it. If you don't want, just close it, no questions. So pay as you go. If you go for 1 hour, 2 hour usage of servers, no worries, you can just pay for 2 hours service. And when you calculate, it's very cheaper, and the low cost, highly available, durable, secure, and the performance of wonderful performance in cloud. So they given this kind of facility as a rental service, very fantastic. So Netflix, NASA, Apple, they given this kind of result that yes, our company gain a lot of ROI, and we are happy with these services. So the service which is data center as a rental service through online, through internet, to the users or to the clients, is basically called what? Cloud computing. If someone asks you what is cloud computing, you can say, hey, the cloud computing is a kind of technology as data center which provides or which serve data center as a rental service with a low cost pay as you go model, highly available, durable, secure, very performance, right? That's going to be high speed performance. So now this way we got understanding that the cloud born because of the challenges of earlier data center. The problem of data center physically, it was not easy. The capital expenses, operation expenses, maintenance, talking to multiple vendors, licensing. Now everything is done by cloud. You just use it and concentrate on a business, not infrastructure. So these are basically the story and the history of basically on cloud, how they started. And from there, you can see that if you want to be a cloud engineer, that means you are assisting toward many companies. That means healthcare domain, fintech domain, oil and gas, or you have manufacturers, or you say something retail, or hotel industry, food industry. So you got a lot of different domains who are using their application, business application online. So they will not go for their own data center, rather they go for cloud because of benefits, the values. So when they go, that means you are understanding that you are getting opportunity not in only IT industry. You go for food domain or food industry, or you can say retail or manufacturer, or you can say gas, oil and gas, or you can go for fintech, or you can go for healthcare, insurance, and different school, edtech. So you will get a lot of jobs as a cloud engineer who are willing to run their application on cloud. So definitely is going to be you who is going to deploy and maintain the application and run application on the cloud. So you are responsible to run the application on cloud. Meesho, Rapido, Zomato, or whatever the application we are using, GPay, PhonePe, RazorPay, or different application you are using. So this application runs on what? Cloud. And who is supporting to the company? Who is supporting to the company? You as a cloud engineer. Who is running the application behind the scene and making the business application to be highly available and well performance without any kind of interruption, secure. These are the responsibility of cloud engineer. He is not a developer. That means coding is not required here. You're not a developer. You're not a coder. At least 5% coding is enough for you as a Python. Python is very cheap, easy coding compared to Java, other programs. So this is going to be very easy to learn, and it's going to be a management operation level kind of job, and you will find growth is high because different levels are available into cloud engineering. So the title is going to be a good engineering, cloud engineer. That means you'll get more good title. So these are the things like here what we are getting benefits out of cloud technology. And after this, we need to understand how a DevOps come in a market. What is DevOps then? A lot of questions, because as you said something like you have an idea about cloud, but you want to go for cloud DevOps because all the companies mostly asking for what? A cloud and DevOps together. It's a part. As I said just now, the JD mostly go for what? DevOps skills plus cloud. If you are willing for a job for cloud, even you're seeing the requirement of what? A DevOps 20 or 30%. And sometime when you're going for a DevOps engineer job, so 30 to 40% knowledge of cloud is very important to understand DevOps. Because now if you are going for cybersecurity or data analytics, or you want to go for software development, or you want to go for any kind of AI agentic or somewhere, so if you are going with this cybersecurity also, you need to work on cloud itself, because it gives very low cost on the infrastructure part. So that's why it's become very demanded and popular in the market. But only the way you have to learn is what? A very professional with the projects, assignments, and business use cases. And the challenges, we have a solution, we have a sessions called what? Bug fix sessions. We specialize on bug fix sessions, how to troubleshoot a scenario, like scenario based questions, how to troubleshoot a specific real-time problems, and how to fix it with a SLA, given SLA. Fine. That's about all things on a cloud and DevOps now. Because of cloud technology, what happened? We are able to see a lot of application in market. You are able to see like PhonePe or GPay or Zomato, Rapido, or you want to have a like online banking system. You have a like online passport application, driving license, or you have a visa applications, or you want to have a something education online. So you got a lot of facilities. Why? Because of cloud. So a lot of like business entrepreneur started their own kind of products and ideas, and they started product in the market. So this become a very heavy traffic to the companies. That means they are getting a lot of traffic on development. Example, I want to start my application. Now the cloud is become cheaper, and I want to deploy my application on cloud. So same way, thousands and millions of people want to have that application to be run faster and to be delivered in a market very faster. So it was not easy earlier because of waterfall agile model. Earlier in the software industry, to develop the software, they need to follow some system, a framework. So that's basically, it was not like compliant, which it was not easy to go, and it is not like giving a kind of delivery on time or a very short time. So suppose, take example, my software is taking usually 1 year to develop, but my boss said that, hey, like I don't want to wait for 1 year, I want it should be in 3 months. So what system and framework you're applying for software development? Oh, it was not possible with that. But to solve this problem, delivery of the software application into market quickly, we got one more framework or a system that is called DevOps, developers plus operations. So this DevOps is not a technology, it's a kind of word. Methodology is a methodology. Methodology is what? A kind of framework, system to implement a complete end-to-end software development process to reduce the delivery time. Earlier it was 1 year, now 3 months can be delivered with a system of DevOps. So that's why, because of the cloud, the demands work, and because of this cloud, DevOps started in the market, dependent. So now DevOps is basically an engineer who is helping industry to develop the software very quickly in a market without delaying a lot of time. So delivery of application is very important, business application, to be quick before some competitor comes, or else they lose the money, they lose the reputation, trust. So definitely everyone want to have the application before someone come with the same idea. So that's the behind the reason of DevOps, which makes delivery of application very faster. A DevOps engineer who helps the company software development, especially in developing the software very quickly. So mostly people go forward. If you want to become a DevOps engineer, you need to have a GitHub, SCM, and you need to have a containerization, you need to have kind of like configuration management, Ansible, and then you need to have a Terraform, which is going to be a infrastructure as a code to build infrastructure on multiple cloud very easily with the scripts, and Jenkins with CI/CD pipeline. That means it's going to be what helpful for making an automation of all the framework and system into the development part. And that's going to be again Kubernetes plays very big role, which reduce the cost and as well as giving high availability to the application and secure. And because of Kubernetes, again you'll find what you need a monitoring, strong monitoring also. So you need to understand monitoring, Kubernetes, Jenkins, Terraform, Ansible, Docker. These all the tools, if you learn, then you can make a solution by using this tool implementation to the software industry, as a DevOps framework. You can implement it with the help of these tools. So these basically differences between cloud and DevOps. There are different roles. Definitely DevOps engineer is different role and cloud is different role, but they are dependent on each other. When you're working for a cloud engineer, definitely you need to have idea about 30% at least you should have a knowledge about DevOps. Then it's good to go. You can get a lot of calls. That's why we merge, or we may customize the course into such a way so you can be a very flexible and you can get a lot of offers. That's our intention, to make you job ready. So any questions here from your side, please? Online, any questions? I have offline people also.
Yes, sir. So this course duration, so how much it takes like learn all these tools in the cloud side?
Okay, this course duration is basically, you can say it's going to be 3 months duration, multi-cloud plus DevOps. With basically we start with some security, networking and Linux. That's why it goes to 3 months minimum at least. Any other technical questions? Rajendra Naidu, any questions here?
No, nothing. Other than that.
Okay, Sarupa, like cloud is basically, it's a part of security. Security, to become a security engineer, you should know about cloud, because most of the applications right now in the market running on cloud. And if you want to be a cloud engineer to make their application to be secure, a business application to be secure, then you have to be, you are going to be a like ethical hacker, or you want to be a kind of SOC engineer. So you need to learn very well to the cloud perspective. You got Swaruparani? You got the point here, cloud?
Yes, sir.
Fine. We'll make a schedule for you, as you are opting for cybersecurity. Definitely we'll send a link to you. You can attend the cybersecurity
Okay,
class.
sir.
Thank you, Swaruparani. And Rajendra Naidu, it's good to hear that your profession into infrastructure. So
Yeah.
we'll see you. Just give feedback to our team if they call you or if they make it. So then we can proceed what we can do. Right?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.